Mike Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, just got arrested on trafficking charges, and his case sounds just like Diddy. We've all believed that Diddy's case was bigger than just Diddy, but after reading Mike Jeffries' indictment, it is uncanny how similar his allegations are to Diddy's allegations. So we're going to go ahead and run through Mike Jeffries' indictment, and you're going to see how similar the allegations against him and Diddy's allegations actually are. And I honestly feel like this is a whole criminal organization that is bigger than just Diddy. From 1992 to 2014, the defendant Michael Jeffries was the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. He also made a business called the Jeffries Family Office, and it was used to establish and manage his income and assets. When he was arrested, he was also arrested with his romantic partner, Matthew C. Smith, who also worked at this company, the Jeffries Family Office. A man named James T. Jacobson was also arrested with them, and he was employed by Michael Jeffries and Matthew Smith to recruit, interview, and hire men to perform these acts for Jeffries and Smith. From approximately 2008 to 2015, Michael Jeffries and Matthew Smith and James Jacobson, together with others, operated an internal trafficking business. During this period, Jeffries and Smith relied on their vast financial resources and Jeffries' power as the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. They used a network of employees, contractors, and security professionals to run this business that was dedicated to fulfilling their desires, ensuring that the trafficking business was kept secret, therefore maintaining Jeffries' powerful reputation. As a part of this operation, Michael Jeffries and Matthew Smith paid for dozens of men, including John Does 1 through 15, that were identified to the grand jury. These individuals had to travel within the United States and internationally to meet with Jeffries and Smith in various locations, including New York properties, as well as hotels in places such as England, France, Italy, and Morocco. Michael Jeffries and Matthew Smith used the Jeffries Family Office business to recruit, hire, and pay household staff to facilitate and supervise these events. Among other things, the staff transported men to and from these events, arranged in physical spaces for these events to be held, and also supervised the men who attended. The staff would provide Jeffries Smith and the men who attended alcohol, muscle relaxers, also known as poppers, lubricant, condoms, and other items. The staff also directed men to wear costumes, use toys, and prepare for these events. James Jacobson traveled throughout the United States and internationally to recruit and interview these men for these events. During these tryouts of potential candidates, Jacobson typically required the candidates to first engage in these acts with him. Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson, and others acting at their discretion, employed fraudulent and deceptive tactics in connection with recruitment, hiring, transportation, obtaining, maintaining, solicitation, and payment of these men to engage in these acts. They caused these men to believe that attending these events could give them modeling opportunities within Abercrombie and often benefit their careers, or others felt like it would harm their careers that they already had in the modeling industry if they denied going to these events. They would hide the nature of these events from the men that were selected to attend by incorporating Abercrombie products and also providing the men with itineraries that were often sent to models for a photo shoot. During these events, they would make these men give up their personal items like clothing, wallets, cell phones, and store them in inaccessible locations. They also required these men to sign non-disclosure agreements, which prohibited the disclosure of information about these events. They intentionally recruited men that were unwilling to engage in these acts and pressured them to drink alcohol and take muscle relaxers known as poppers during these events. They required the presence of their staff during these activities to ensure that the men attending these events did not leave these events until Jeffries and Smith decided that they were over. They would personally inject these men with a prescription-grade substance for the purpose of causing the men to engage in these acts, whether they were physically incapable or unwilling. So this is the whole indictment of Michael Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, and it is sounding a lot like Diddy's accusations against him as well. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.